Sean, let's talk first about the capturing of this village. What do we know about the breaking news of Klishchiivka?
Yeah, it's as you say, it's all breaking at the moment. Klishchiivka, it's on the southern flank of Bakhmut, so it's fairly close to Andriivka there, between Andriivka and Bakhmut. It's been in Russian hands since January this year, and interestingly, the Ukrainians claim to have taken it only 48 hours, having taken Andriivka, which just shows there's a degree of momentum building there. All this is an effort to try to encircle Bakhmut. If you remember, that was a highly symbolic seizure by Russia. They lost about 30,000 casualties. The Wagner group delivered that one success on the battlefield. And Russia does not want to lose Bakhmut. It's apparently, we've got reports there, 52,000 troops there, 250 tanks, 1,000 armoured vehicles. But, and this is a huge but, the Russians were concerned that the main front for Ukraine is over near Robotyne, near you, and they were worried that Ukrainians looked as if they were making some sort of breakthrough there. And they have been moving troops away from the Bakhmut area. So it looks very likely that that has been part of this reaction, that Ukrainians have taken some of the ground. What will be interesting, though, is from a military perspective, even if Ukraine is surround Bakhmut, there's still a grinding war of attrition to move forward from there. Whereas if the Ukrainians manage to do a breakthrough near Robotyne, the floodgates open and they head south. So almost certainly the Russians will be much less worried about Bakhmut at the moment than this worry about the breakthrough east of Zaporizhzhia.
Right, interesting. So let's talk about why Ukraine is then focusing its drone attack on Crimea at the moment.
Yeah, this is all, feels a bit disconnected sometimes, but almost certainly the reason that Ukrainians are trying to build pressure against the Black Sea fleet, Russia's Black Sea fleet, that dominate the Black Sea. Why are they doing that? Because ultimately they want to get their grain supplies back out of Ukraine. And the Russians have been blockading the Black Sea for some time now. Now, 2 cargo ships have arrived in Ukraine, available to take 20,000 tons of grain south. Now, normally they would literally transit straight across the Black Sea down to the Bosphorus Straits, which is how they escape out from the Black Sea. The trouble is that makes them vulnerable to the Russian military vessels. What Ukraine has done now is it's opened up this new corridor, and it's just marked by the yellow jinking line 12 miles away from the coast there, because that provides a safe corridor, and hopefully that will mean that the Ukraine ships can leave, but not the big ones. They will not be able to navigate through those twists and turns.
OK, and of course, we mentioned it just then, Kim Jong-un has now left Russia. It's being reported after an extended visit there. What's the significance of his visit this time?
First visit outside since 2019, been showcased lots of high-end military equipment, which he can't afford. The key purpose of this is that President Putin desperately needs artillery shells that North Korea has. They've extended the visit from 2 days to 7 days. Almost certainly, why is that? Because Putin needs those ammunition pieces. The real question is, though, what is Russia going to have to give up in return? And that's the question vexing military analysts.
Interesting stuff. Sean Bell, thank you.